What's going on, everybody? It's Scorpius HD. Welcome back to another video. So now, today we're going to be changing the oil in our 2019 Chevy Camaro SS. Now, I've already done a video like this in the past, but I decided I might as well go ahead and film it again, because the last time I filmed it, it actually became really popular. With over, I think 70 or I think close to 100 views, which for a small channel like me, that is pretty big. So I said I might as well, you know what, I'm going to film it again. So that's what I'm going to do now. So let's go ahead and show you guys what we're currently doing with the SS right now. Look at the puppy. Just sitting here chilling and relaxing. Here's the SS's glorious 6.2 liter V8 with 455 horsepower. It's still crazy to believe that this car can do the 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat. That's almost in supercar territory. Here's the interior. And here we go, now starting to jack up the SS now. Currently now, going to completely jack up the Chevy Camaro right now. There we go. We just now dropped it on this. Forgot what that's called. Jacking up the beast. The crazy thing is I actually moved my car down there, so it's crazy. Which I may end up moving it again later. T5's right down there. Check out what I found. Still pretty hard to believe that this style of the interior of the Chevy Camaro was actually in this car since 2016. It's crazy to think. I don't understand why they did update the interior for this model year, or for 2020-2021. Hopefully it will get a interior design change. The rear end of this car, it just looks so mean. Like, the only thing that they really have changed on this generation of the Camaro are the rear lights, as well as the front end. And pretty much that's the only thing that they really updated for the Chevy Camaro. If you took a 2016 front end and took this one off and put it on this one, you would have a 2016 Camaro. That's basically all that's pretty much it. Well, obviously the rear bumper has also been slightly upgraded as well to be able to actually fit these rear lights in, because they pretty much mix the first model year of the fifth gen, and also the last generation of the fifth gen. You can kind of see how it gets farther and closer in. How it gets wider near the side and gets closer near the end, kind of like how the Camaro ZL1, or the final year of the Camaro ZL1 kind of looked. And it also kind of has the rear light design of the first generation, of the first year of the fifth gen, where it has those two little circles. They kind of like mix that in both. A lot of people don't really like the rear end of this car, but I really do. I love the rear end of this car. Another thing I really like about the rear lights is that you can actually fit your hand into it. As you can see, you can literally put your hand into the rear lights, it makes the rear lights are a little bit more indented, which is really cool. I forgot to film the whole action, but yes, the oil is now coming out of it. One thing I think is really interesting about engine oil is that, like, whenever it's dripping down, whenever it is dripping down, it literally looks like it's just solid. The engine oil is just bubbling. You can see it's bubbling. That's weird. That's extremely weird. Took off the engine oil cap right there. That's where the engine oil initially goes. So here's a very true statement. If you guys ever see our car at a car show, read this sign and you better follow it. Here we go again. Here comes out more oil. And even crazier that this car actually has paddle shifters. As you can see there, it does have paddle shifters. But they have never been used. Launch control has never been used in this car either, as far as I know. This car, he did have an original owner. I don't know if he used launch control in it a lot at all. But this car, I guess, have never ever been used with launch control, which is crazy. We have for those of you guys who do not know, we have the 2SS model. They do offer they do offer the 6-speed manual transmission, or it's either 6 or 8-speed. I don't remember what it is. With a stick shift, they do offer that one as well. There's also the 1LE track package one, which we do not have as either, because it's like an extra $5,000 just to get that as an option. Plus, this car's gonna probably never ever reach the track. That's all I gotta say. So we might as well not even do it, because we don't drive our cars just like kind of like what crazy people do. We pretty much buy these cars just to cruise around in them. Occasionally, yeah, we may open them up every once in a while, but we don't drive anything like Street Speed 717 or the Stradman or stuff like that. And there's that center console storage compartment that we actually applied in last video. We are currently just about ready to go ahead and put some more engine oil inside the SS. We actually have 2 new fresh oil canisters that actually just came in today. We're about to go ahead and put those in here, so let's go ahead and get started. So a C7 Stingray up there, really cool. Which we have been thinking about getting one of them. We have been thinking about getting a C7 because now since the C8 came out, C7 prices are gonna really drop. So we just kicked all the oil out. Now let's go ahead and put some new oil in it. I'm not. Okay, so now there we go. We just filled up the second one. I'm very sorry for that loud and obnoxious noise that you guys may have heard from the oil sound. I do not know why my microphone does that sometimes, but it does. The C4 is looking rather nice in the spot that it's in right now. The sun just now starting to set on this beautiful Monday. Well, the side panel throws it off, but yes. One thing is that the side panel will be back on soon. We still have to try to fix up what that problem was with the. Like we got majority of it done. The car starts, which is good. You could tell because the car we were able to move out the car. My car obviously runs because I moved it down there. Subscribe to this channel inside of our windshield. Can't believe I actually still remember the very first time I actually saw a 2019 Chevy Camaro SS. We were on our way to Western Carolina University College, and they were on the way there. I was just looking around for them. I actually saw 3 of them on the same day. The very first one I saw was a 2019 SS in white, driving on the opposite side of the road. Obviously, I still can't believe I got it. I was, however, take a picture of two RSs and a couple bases as I drove by the Chevy dealership, which is still pretty cool. And now for us to actually have one, it was actually a dream of mine for us to actually have one of those. After the car came out, I was like, we need to get one of these. And about, I'm gonna say, a good year after it came out, we finally have one, and it's absolutely incredible. And I still remember the day when we got our when we got the C5. Coolest thing, I still can't believe that we owned the C5 Corvette as well. One thing I really do not get is why Chevy decided not to put carbon fiber on this. I mean, like, yeah, it's not a ZL1, but it's just the second highest performance Camaro ever built. I think that they would need to at least put a little bit of carbon fiber. Even the carbon fiber track package 1LE version doesn't have carbon fiber on it. So, well, it's the track performance version. It's the SS1LE. We unfortunately not get that one. What the SS1LE gives is they give a vinyl colored front hood, as well as a different rear wing, a 6-speed manual, which I can imagine would be very fun to drive this car manual. I can tell you that, because it's a 455. Well, yeah, the manual would be slower. It would be. Well, the manual is just a tad bit slower. This is an automatic. This one here does the 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat, while the manual does it in like 4.1, 4.2 seconds. And it will top out at like 160, and this one here will top out at 165. Well, it's crazy to think that if we just put a supercharger in this, it'll be a ZL1 with no rear wing. Or take it back, it pretty much be a Camaro SS or Camaro ZL1. That's pretty much what this car would be if all we had to do is put a supercharger in this. That's pretty much all the car is. The ZL1 is one of these, except it's placed with a supercharger in it and carbon fiber. That's pretty much all it is. Go ahead and vacuum out the car. Looking much sharper. It's now starting to get pretty dang late out. But sooner I have to move ahead and get all these cars back in. Hopefully they may even let me move the Malibu, which really, because this is just a company car, so they may not allow us to. But my car, I know for a fact I'll be able to move. You guys ever think sometimes that the cars look so much smaller on the out? Once you actually get inside the car, they look bigger. That's happened to me a lot. I have to put some detailer on it. Now putting some detailer onto the Chevy Camaro SS. Right, dropping the SS back down. There we go. Drop the SS back down on the left side. And there you go. Now we just drop the SS down on the driver's side. Yes! Guys, this car just sounds incredible. Nice. This car just sounds incredible. Nah, this car just sounds so good. Those headlights are my favorite. The headlights are my favorite part of this car. About to go ahead and move the Malibu back to where we can actually move the SS out of here. This car is not going to make any noise because it's a really low. It's a 4-cylinder, so it's not going to sound the best. looking at the SS's headlights from back here and looking at all that smoke coming out. Oh, it's like we're at a freaking drag race. It's cool. See, it doesn't really make any noises. The thing is, I do like how the rear, how the daytime running lights are at the bottom. I'm gonna start my car up here in just a few minutes to move it. Anyway, first of all, let's go ahead and move out the SS. Here she comes. The Chevy muscle car with all of its majesty. We parked the SS down there for now. Anyway, time for us to move the C5 or the C4, or maybe my car next. I don't know. This car is so freaking loud! Brought the C4 back in. Okay, now it's time for me to go move my car. Okay, now, let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. Oh no. Well, the battery's dead on my Camaro. So me trying to start it ended up with us actually having to jump start it. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump start it, I guess. Now I just brought my car up. I didn't film it for reasons. We did have to jump start it, but I didn't film it for reasons because it's dark. Well guys, that's gonna have to end today's video. We changed the oil of the 2019 SS and we actually had to unfortunately jump start my Chevy Camaro. We had fully decided that we're actually going to be getting a brand new battery for it. And I'm sorry for very, very terrible lighting because it is really, really late at night. And my phone, it's really, really cold out though. The C4 is currently on. C4's hood is currently open because we just decided to take a look at the engine real quick. There's been some antifreeze down there. We actually have a new part coming for the C4. Hopefully it won't take too long. But anyway guys, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you guys go hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and also go ahead and go drop a like on this video to support me and the channel. I'm currently less 30 subscribers away from 600 subscribers. If you guys could please help me out by telling everybody you know to go subscribe to my channel, because I coming from my Instagram. I asked a lot of people to go subscribe to my channel. For those of you coming to Instagram, I appreciate you guys a lot. I subscribe to a lot of you Instagram followers back. So if you guys want to have a chance of getting a sub back, then guys, make sure you guys go follow me on my Instagram and say I'm going to go subscribe to your channel, and then after that I will. After you subscribe to me, I will then sub to you right back. Anyway guys, speaking of which, go follow me on all my social medias. They will all be linked in the description box down below, as well as also on my other YouTube channels. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Peace out.